his secret idol, Sean convinced Simon to flip on the vigilantes.
We'll swing for the king. We'll swing for the king.
You ready to ride the lightning?
Ready to ride the lightning, mate? Just got no idea.
But when Simon won the immunity challenge, his excitement didn't go unnoticed.
I saw Simon celebrating with the enemy. The war's back on, buddy, and you're going to face the wrath of the king. We are voting for Sam. We do not say a word to Simon.
But Simon wasn't the only vigilante playing both sides.
If Sam has an idol, he should play by himself. When you vote for George, what do you think the likelihood of him actually going home would be? Very high.
Nina found an idol.
And with both Nina and Sean in possession of immunity idols,
If we play our idols correctly, we can send the self-proclaimed King George home.
the odds were in their favor.
Let's carry on back to Baxter. Your village is missing there again.
But when they chose to ignore Haley's intel,
I would like to play it for myself.
I'll buy you a case of beer if I'm wrong.
they wasted 2 idols, and Sam was sent to the jury.
Simon, you played yourself into my mind.
9 are left. Who will be going home tonight?
Okay, be ready. I'm ready.
Now we feast. I feel great waking up today because I have a lot of power in this tribe and I have my BFF Liz with me.
I'm so proud. I'm living it.
I can have this off. Alright, let's do that. Liz and I are the shiz. We do everything together. We laugh together, we sleep together, and of course, vote together.
Yeah, what are you thinking moving forward? I think Jerry would be good to take alongside.
Jerry obviously has a great story, but
Yeah. If we get to the final challenge, he's not going to stand a chance against us. And then, in all honesty, I think Simon would be good because he doesn't have the friends. We obviously have to be very careful about the jury's perception of George. They think that he just owns us.
I know.
It's never going to go down well.
I know, and that's something I've been thinking about.
we do have the Spice Girl Alliance, but George is 100% third wheeling out here because Liz is my BFF. I would do anything to protect us.
Same.
And I would love to have Liz and I as the final 2 because if I can't have $500,000, then I want my closest friend to have $500,000. Lo and behold, ta-da! Third time's a charm. Going into this part of the game with an idol is huge. I can blindside someone.
part of me wants to not ever play the other one, take it as a souvenir.
Yeah. Wait. We're gonna roll in your pocket. Be the worst thing I can do.
I really wasted my idol at the last tribal council, which was my safety net, and there's nobody to blame but myself. Nina and I aren't really in a good place at the moment. On the rock bottom of this tribe, the opportunities are dwindling. And I felt like I was on the bottom of the 7.
You think he's trying to repair?
Yes.
It all comes down to it.
You know, if I flipped and took out George, then it opens it up for everyone.
Thank God he's such a bad player. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be gone. He had a top 7 guaranteed, and he couldn't get over a personal grudge. And I want him out quick smart.
When George feels like he's been burnt by someone, he lets it be known that he is not happy.
He can be pushed into the shaft. Yeah. Even the line.
And he is definitely not happy.
I don't know why he flipped on us. He literally made a dumb move. Yeah.
This is definitely an opportunity for me to get in with the vigilantes.
I'm still adamant that he's the biggest risk to our lives in the game.
Yeah. I need to throw Simon under the bus and just last another day.
Look, I get it. I'm at the bottom with him. I'm more than okay with putting him out if he does not win immunity. I don't care if I'm at the bottom with him, because, I mean, I'm not tied to working with him. So I'm like, you have just been one after the other after the other. It's just frustrating when you think you do have a chance to do something, and it's always the same person who frigs it up.
Yeah, we probably need an idol to make something happen.
Yeah.
So it's worth just keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Where are you?
What's your preference of who to take out?
Right, let's just get rid of Simon.
He hasn't got the friends in the jury that they do. That we need to consider.
George wants to get revenge on Simon and vote him out, but we cannot risk having Sean or Nina in the game because they have so many friends on the jury. That will be a clean, easy win for them.
So I just feel like whoever you leave as the last person, you better make sure they're not threatening, because they can slide pretty far.
They're both threatening, Nina and Sean. 100%.
So I need to protect Simon and make sure that either Sean or Nina are the next to go.
Simon is not the priority right now. We still have 2 heroes. Like, we need to focus on that.
I am worried about his ability to reach out.
I don't think we need to focus on that. I've won 3 individual immunities before against people like him. Holding your breath. But honestly, we don't even think about that.
George is trying to push the Simon vote, but we all know when push comes to shove, I get my way against George.
Simon, low priority. We need to get out Nina and Sean.
Jerry, I'm going to get rid of Simon. I don't think those 2 girls. Rather send them to the jury now.
Liz and I outnumber George 2-1. So I feel like at the end of the day, it will be what Liz and I want.
I'm going to go supervise the others at the north.
I'll look behind you and you look behind me. Yeah. Are we ready? Man from South Africa.
Keep on eating until you finish your mom. Coast is clear, baby. So good.
That's so much better when it's stolen.
You can't take the villain
Out of the shiz.
hot. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll get the things.
Give me a shell so I can give you some of these chilies.
The shiz?
Big bowls.
The shiz?
Yeah, you have half.
When did the Spice Girls become the shiz? This Spice Girls alliance has been my core and my base since day 3 in the game. And Shaunie's been my closest ally since the very, very start on Villain's Beach. And now I find out Shaunie and Liz are walking around calling our alliance the shiz.
Hey, Jerry. So, she's alliance, Shaunie and Liz, and I'm just saying, it was us 3 from your Villain's Beach, and just Shaunie and Liz. So much I'll take a chance.
I now know how the ranking order goes within the Spice Girls. Posh Spice and Sporty Spice, they're their own clique, and they're starting to leave Scary out. That's really scary to me.
Come on in.
Morning.
Morning. Simon, that was a pretty eventful tribal. Were the last 24 hours at camp just as eventful?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot that was going on. But we're throwing ourselves into the final part of this game and we're coming in hot.
So, Sean, you're hungry, you're missing your family. What's keeping you going right now?
The thought of winning this thing, I mean, that's why I've come out a second time. I didn't come out for the experience or to better than I did last time. It's been to win it.
Swimming with sharks makes you feel alive, mate.
It does.
All right, on that, are you ready to get to today's immunity challenge?
Hell yeah.
Come on, Simon. I know you're in love with it, but you're gonna have to give it up. Thank you. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, it will take place over 3 stages. In the first stage, you're going to attempt to land 3 sandbags on a hanging disc. The first 6 people to do so will move on to the second stage, where you will throw your sandbags to knock rungs out of a ladder, and then you use those rungs to build a bridge. First 3 people across the bridge will move on to the final stage, where you will be tethered to a spinning table and attempt to stack a series of discs. First person to stack all their discs wins immunity, safe from the vote. Loses tribal council, where somebody's going to become the 15th person voted out of this game. All right, let's draw for spots. Let's get to this. All right, here we go. For immunity. Survivors ready? Go! This is a challenge of elimination. First 6 people to land 3 sandbags will move on to the next stage.
Oh, you don't.
It's a pretty simple carnival game. You can nail it. Simon has one now. Simon has 2.
Oh, that's a good job.
Shawnee struggling to connect.
Mine is swinging so much.
Simon has 3. Simon's moving on. Looking for 5 more. Still wide open at this stage. Jerry's moving on.
Nice, Jerry.
Looking for 4 more.
Yes!
Nice, Matty.
Oh.
Matt's moving on. Looking for 3 more.
That looks good, Liz. That's good.
Oh, come on!
Oh, shit.
Liz is moving on.
Whew.
2 spots left.
Oh, come on, Means.
And that's it.
You're on.
Sean gets it to stick. He's moving on. 1 spot left. It's Nina, George, Haley, and Shawnee vying for that last spot.
Come on, House. Yay!
You going, Nate?
1 spot left. Who's gonna get it?
Yes, George. Come on, 1 more.
Come on, come on.
Come on, George. Flick that wrist.
Yeah.
Georgie, run!
And that's it. Haley closes it out. Haley moving on. Nina, George, and Shawnee, no shot at immunity.
George, well done, mate.
Oh, well. We'll go to the loser's lounge.
All right, moving on to the next stage. We have Matt, Liz, Jerry, Sean, Haley, and Simon. Survivors ready? Go!
Good luck, everyone.
Let's go.
As soon as you knock down all those rungs, you gather them up, start building your bridge. First 3 people to get across will move on to the final stage. Everyone very accurate today.
Yes, go, Sean.
Sean has all his, he can move on. Haley has all hers, Simon has all his.
Go, Jerry!
Jerry has his, Liz has hers. Matt has his. Everyone moving on to the bridge. It is a scramble.
Go, Sean. Well done.
First 3 across. We'll be moving on. It's Simon, Haley, and Sean neck and neck. Sean coming out with a big armful of rungs. Simon right there behind him. Haley, couple at a time.
Oh, look at Haley go!
Let's go.
Looking for the first 3. Simon and Sean neck and neck. And Haley across. Almost at the same time. They are moving on. Jerry, Liz, and Matt, no shot at immunity.
2 alpha males doing as expected. That's what happens when you keep them around.
All right, here we go. Final stage. We have Sean, Haley, and Simon. Survivors ready? Go! The goal is to stack 10 discs on a spinning table that you are tethered to. Every step you take will cause that table to spin. So the learning curve is trying to figure out how fast you can go without knocking over your stack. If your stack falls, you need to pick up all those discs, take them back to the table, and start again.
Nice and slow, Hales. Good job.
The key is trying to find the center of of those discs, even if one is slightly off, will cause the whole stack to wobble, and if it falls, it's going to cost you precious time.
Come on, Hayley.
Hayley struggling to get hers centered.
Take your time.
God, this is so difficult.
Sean's is terrible.
The bottom one is completely off.
Off center, yeah.
Simon in the lead, coming back with his 5th disc.
We have to prioritize Simon and Sean. They're going to get to the end of every challenge. We have to put our foot down. Shawnee's not good at decision making.
Sean placing his 5th disc. Sean loses his stack. Needs to go back, start again.
Unlucky, Sean.
Simon, super focused again, back in cat mode. Coming back with his 6th disc. Hayley still stuck at 4.
Come on, Hayley. That is so off.
All right, let's just keep going, hey?
Gently, gently, Hal.
Whoa.
Simon coming back with his 8th disc. Really slowing everything down, giving the other 2 an opportunity to catch up.
Watch your bottom one, Hayley.
Yep, gotcha.
Simon placing his 8th disc. Hayley and Sean are gonna have to pick it up or hope that Simon will drop.
Oh, dear. Be careful.
Oh.
Hayley loses her stack. She's gonna have to start over. With Simon in the lead, Sean chasing him down. Lots of gameplay going on right now. Sure would be nice to have the security of that necklace tonight. Simon placing his 9th. Sean has 5. Hayley back at 1, working quickly, hoping that Simon will fall. Simon really taking his time. His stack has a wobble to it. Won't take much to knock it over. Simon placing his final disc. But now he needs to get all the way back to the table for the win. He does not want it to fall now. Simon heading back, ever so carefully, reaching for that table. Couple more steps, and that is it. Simon takes another individual immunity. Simon, come on over.
Thank you.
Second immunity win in a row. Cannot be voted out. Guaranteed a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game. As for the rest of you, Tribal Council tonight, where somebody's going to become the 3rd member of our jury. Won't be you. Well
Thanks,
done.
mate.
All right. Head back to camp.
Lead us off, Simon.
I'll see you tonight.
Date night. My favourite.
Mine too.
Back-to-back immunity wins. The beast is here to play. I took a dive to go swimming with the sharks, but this is where I do my best work. As long as it's my torch not being stuffed tonight, that's a good result.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
The original plan was going to be to send Simon home. However, Simon at the moment is just like that itch on your back you just can't scratch away.
So,
I think that we need to be very clear on what we're doing tonight.
Exactly.
So we have to have 3 on
Nina and
Sean.
Yeah.
So
Nina and Sean will vote for each other. Whoever Simon votes for goes home. Fine.
What on, mate?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good job.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
What are you apologizing?
Oh, I know that. Look, it's good to have that. It puts both of you in a very precarious situation.
Mate, don't worry. It is what it is, huh?
Simon winning the necklace today is not good. That means Sean and I are definitely going to be going head-to-head tonight.
We need an idol. Yeah, that's about all we got, so we spent a bit of time looking at.
I want to start looking, like,
Yeah,
now.
good one.
Nothing needs.
Who do you think you would vote for out of the two of them?
I don't know. Look, as much as I've had fun swimming with sharks the last little bit, is there room for one more?
Well, where you put your vote tonight will help tell us.
But if you guys split 3-3, can that leave me with the option with who I send home?
somehow at tonight's Tribal Council, Simon's in the position of power. I don't want Simon deciding to send Nina home. I would rather keep a player like Nina in the game who's willing to make a move with me rather than someone like Sean. I need to control this tribe.
You know what? It makes sense for me to work with you. If you can promise that I'll at least be the last one standing out of the two of them.
Maybe we can make that deal with you, and we'll tell you who to vote for.
How would you like me to vote that?
Well, are you interested in the deal?
I'm very interested in the deal. George?
Please vote for Sean. It's that simple.
Nina, like, with her...
Non-negotiable. That's the deal. Otherwise, you lose immunity, you're gone.
Pretty tough situation to be in. Like, I do care about Sean and I want to help him in this game. But I need to get back in the Vigilante's good books, and I have to think about my own game at this stage. There's $500,000 on the line.
Sounds like a deal.
Great. Our expedition will continue this way. I'll see you tonight.
George,
Done.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It's that simple.
Oh, let's check it on here, yeah? Yeah. George. What should we say?
We cornered Simon. I go, Simon, if you want to go last, you vote for Sean tonight. And if you don't want to go last, you don't vote for Sean tonight. Tonight's vote is very simple. If Simon holds his deal, Sean should be going home. I'm in control of this tribe right now, and they'll do my bidding.
So, obviously you and I are above George.
100%.
Yeah.
If you win, I'm like so happy.
Same.
Like, if I want anyone to
vice
win, it's
versa.
you. So it's like win-win for me.
Since the very start of this game, Shawnee and Liz have been my closest allies. But the more I think about their shiz, the more I'm starting to realise Shawnee will take Liz to the final two.
We're gonna have to make a move on our alliance at 8. Are you okay to vote for George?
Yeah, I feel like we have to.
Yeah.
Shawnee's a third-time player, and if we get down to 5 or 6 players left, Shawnee will be ruthless. And I'm not going to risk myself going home. If I don't fire the first bullet at Shawnee, I think she might fire at me.
Dinner's ready. Come eat.
when Shawnee and Liz renamed the Spice Girls Shiz, I told myself, if you're not in the girl group, you've got to break it up altogether. But if you're going to make a move in this game on a close friend, you've got to take him out.
I need your advice, Jerry. Sometimes I have crazy thoughts. Is this the perfect opportunity to get rid of Shawnee? Because we could make Shawnee the #1 vote tonight. Should we just wait?
Wait.
Wait?
Yeah, because you're going to turn the rest of those girls on us. They'll turn. It's not quite time.
We'll wait 2 more trials and
One or two, okay, but tonight's not the night.
got it. Can I take it for a chat now? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, can I go to the water?
Yeah, this is so we're home and hosed with the 6th, which
Yes.
means we get through tonight. We have the opportunity to do something tomorrow.
I think you have to strike first when we get here.
Correct. And
So-
then this is what I was going to say to you, and we don't have much time, because
Yeah.
I had a chat with Jerry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do something crazy and just get rid of Shawnee? I'm being serious. Is this crazy George talking?
I did come here to play a fun game.
Yeah. Or is that too much fun? That's the dilemma we have. Because we're still on the winning ship, hey?
Okay, let's just see the repercussions.
The repercussions are we break away as a 4 out of 8.
So who would be in the 4? You mean Matt and Jerry?
Yes.
But then that means who's left? Liz jumps over. Does she go
Liz
work
will
with the
never.
3 on the bottom?
No, she'll never do that.
Liz will be upset if Shawnee goes home in a blindside at tonight's tribal council. And Liz might never forgive me for sending home her mentor and best friend, Shawnee. But if I have to pray for forgiveness with Liz tomorrow, so be it.
Shawnee said to me that me, her, and Liz will be the top 3, but she walks around calling the alliance shiz. It's the game.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they have intentions of going too far with you.
No, they don't.
I
So
think
I'm
they would.
thinking this is the time to strike on Shawnee.
We do need to get rid of her at some point.
We're offering desperate people a path forward. Join our forward. Nina's desperate for any option. Liz won't have Shawnee to protect her. We will be the 4 in control.
Look, I'm here. I'm happy to play this game. You want to do it?
I do want to do it. It'll be fun.
All right, what are we doing?
Just bring Jerry over quickly.
All right.
I just want to hang out my crazy idea. Get really excited and she's happy to do it.
Today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Matt says yes, we're all back in the shop.
Yeah, can you tell me? Go take them aside and let me Where's Nina?
It's not one of those. You get rid of her. Everybody wants to back her out tonight.
Including George.
Yes. He just won't come and tell you.
Where's Nina?
I'm very sure they're just going to find
Will we go find her quickly?
Yeah, just make sure she's...
Nina's at the well.
Oh, was she?
So 100%. Right. Yeah. Cool. We're done.
Okay.
Please don't be offended, Sean. I'm going to talk to you.
No, mate, go for it.
You want to be in the show?
Yeah, why?
You'll be the casting director that will send Sean.
Shawnee. Swear.
I swear.
Shawnee?
Yes.
Okay, done.
Thank you.
Done. Done.
dish you up.
Feels a little bit too easy tonight.
The spidey senses are tingling.
I've been on that side when the 3-3 goes down, and I convinced one person to swing.
Oh, man.
This is the ultimate survivor betrayal here in Samoa. King George is going to fire first, blasting Saint Shawnee out of the water. And Shawnee's going to learn a valuable survivor lesson. When you're in an alliance of 3, don't be closer to one than the other. King George is back in the throne tonight. King George is in complete control.
Want to win a top-of-the-range Isuzu D-Max or MUX? Head to the Template win page now for all the details. We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Flick and Sam voted out in the last tribal council.
Fresh, fresh, fresh.
So, Simon, Sean and Nina have been squarely on the bottom of this tribe for a while now. Is it the same old story tonight? These two are in trouble yet again?
Look, I'm just very glad and grateful that I'm wearing this necklace tonight.
So if you didn't have that necklace, you'd be joining these two tonight?
Oh, no, I wouldn't be joining these two. I'd be joining them.
So it's one of these two tonight?
It looks like it's going that way.
Nina, is that true? It's either you or Sean tonight?
100%, I believe that.
It sounds like the vigilantes are pretty much impregnable.
Yeah, we thought they were impenetrable last time. Thankfully, Simon jumped ship. But so far, I haven't seen any or heard anyone else jumping ship.
So, Liz, is that true? The vigilantes have closed ranks and they're unbreakable?
Absolutely, Jonathan. We've closed ranks and closed doors, and we are a solid 6 steamrolling to the end.
So, Shawnee, if I'm hearing this correctly, the vigilantes' plan tonight is pretty simple.
Yeah, hopefully everything goes to plan.
So, George, there's no chance that the 10-day cruise might end early?
I look at the deal that was cut after the immunity challenge today, and I think it's a very good deal. I'm about cutting deals. I hold my deals, and that deal is part of the plan tonight that will be executed by the majority alliance.
Matt, I see you nodding your head. You were part of that deal?
Oh, I mean, I heard of the deal, and I more was nodding that when George makes a deal, his deals are good.
Simon, were you privy to that deal?
Yes, I was.
What about you, Shawnee?
Yes, I do know about the deal, and I have to agree, Matt. George is great for keeping his word on deals.
So, George, that jury bench is gradually filling up. which means that we're entering the final phase of the game. Do you think that's playing on people's minds right now?
It plays on my mind all the time. If I make it to the end, please vote for me this time. But it's not that long until we finish the game, Jonathan. And we all can see the end in sight. And then you can make whatever opportunity you'd like out of this game. But you do have to look at the numbers, and when the numbers are there, you have to go with them.
Matt, is that how you see it?
Yeah, exactly how I see it. We're a strong 6, and moving forward, there's no reason to jump off the ship at this point.
Shawnee, let me ask you the opposite question. Do you think people are considering who they don't want to be sitting next to at the end?
Yeah, I think people have a rough idea of who they wouldn't want to sit next to, but you have to actually get closer before you start putting those plans into place. Because if you do it too soon, then yeah, you could lose your alliance, and then what are you going to do? You probably never even get there in the end anyway.
Is now too soon?
Definitely.
Nina, we often say it, this game is about timing.
Yep.
And that question always comes up. When is the right time to make a move?
It's always the right time. The present is the right time. Now is the time to do it, guys. We're right here.
We've got to move. It's 6 people moving ahead.
But George, these 3 represent numbers who are ready, willing, and able to do whatever you want.
Look, I think the time that you make a move in Survivor is critical. But you've also got to look at the reason why you're making a move. And, like, the difficulty when you're playing this game, particularly at this later part of the game, is there are no bad people to go. There's no specific reason to vote someone out. But when you have the opportunity to vote with a block of numbers that's in the majority, you've got to take that opportunity. And I think that's what tonight is about for me.
But Sean, isn't the smart move to make a move before it all goes to hell?
Get them before you get God. Simply, that's it. Whoever thinks that it's going to get down to the 6 of you here is behind the 8 ball. They're a step behind. Because there's a lot of smart people here, and somebody's going to pull the trigger first, and that's going to give them the upper hand.
Well, let's find out exactly how tight those conversations are. It is time to vote. It is time to vote. Shawnee, you're up.
I really don't like 3 votes. I don't have the best feeling, but let's see.
Shawnee, thank you so much for being a great friend. But tonight, I'm going to prove a point that tactics and strategy are more important in Survivor than social game. Thank you for teaching me your social skills.
I'll go count the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they'd like to play it, now be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Nina. Sean. One vote, Nina. One vote, Sean. Nina. 2 votes, Nina. 1 vote, Sean. Nina. 3 votes, Nina. 1 vote, Sean. Shawnee. 3 votes, Nina. 1 vote, Sean. 1 vote, Shawnee. 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 We're tied. 3 votes, Nina. 3 votes, Shawnee. 1 vote, Sean. Shawnee.
Oh, boo.
4 votes, Shawnee. 3 votes, Nina. 1 vote, Sean. 1 vote, Lance. Fifteenth person voted out of Heroes versus Villains, 3rd member of our jury. Shawnee,
That's okay.
can you bring me a torch?
No way.
You played a great game, Sean. I'll see you very soon.
Are you kidding?
Shawnee, the tribe has spoken.
They have. Bye, guys.
Love you, Shawnee.
See you guys soon.
See ya.
Oh my.
Well, cruising in Survivor is a dangerous pastime. 1 minute you're sipping cocktails, next minute you're thrown overboard. Grab your torches, head back to camp.
I will take a cocktail if you're offering.
Tomorrow night non-Australian survivor.
I'm playing this game so good. I'm so excited. And I'm definitely going to win. No one's resumes comes anywhere near me.